Merry Christmas!
And welcome back to Life with Steph&T. As promised, this is going to be our video letting you guys know how this all started. And while we were discussing this video, he was begging me to tell his side of the story first.
God, it's the true
so
side.
I said, okay, you can go ahead and tell your little side of the story and then I'll come in and clear it up.
I'm weak. Well, let me tell y'all the real story before Steph come in here and mush it all up. So I was at the club, hosted at the DJ booth, me and my boy, got a couple drinks, you know how that Henny be. So I'm posting, vibing, and you know how girls always go with a couple to the bathroom or, you know, as a group. So I see Steph and her friends, they coming through the crowd, the Red Sea is parting, everybody looking this way and that, people dropping drinks, jaws hitting the floor. So I'm like, oh, let me tune in. So as they all passing me, I'm checking them out, I'm seeing them 1, 2, 3. Oh, and then came my baby. She was looking so fine. I don't know if it was the club lights or the Hennessy talking, but boy, I was ready to do some things. So then, you know, as she passing me, she made eye contact with the boy. I couldn't get too excited. She was already with her group, walking through the club, and I let her do her thing. So that week come, and I think Floyd fight was that weekend. And she had posted something about it. I replied back to the post. I asked her who she was going for. And finally, thank the Lord, your boy got a response. So she was like, yeah, I'm going for Floyd team money, you know, money team. I was like, oh, I bet. So me and my boy had planned on going out that weekend. And so I told her, hey, if you got the club, let's grab some drinks. And she was like, all right, it's cool. And everything was good. So Saturday rolled around. Me and my boy get in the club. We lit already. He stuck some stuff in. You know how we get down. So then I look around the club trying to find her, see where she at. And lo and behold, she ended up pulling to the club with one of my exes because her friend and her friend are friends. So I was like, dang. I didn't really make it a big deal, you know, your boy playing the cool under pressure.
I had no idea.
So when I seen him at the section, I walked up, I showed my ex some love real quick just to make sure everything was cool. And then by that time, I don't know if Steph had left or whatever. I was, you know, I was kind of a little bit, you know what I'm saying, that him be killing. So then I turn around, she's nowhere to be found. So I'm like, oh, she must be doing her thing. So me not thinking too much of it, I started doing my thing with my boy. We drunk, so I'm dancing, I'm chilling. You know how we do in the club. And then, I don't know why, with my eye, I looked up to the DJ booth. I see, oh, is that? I'm like, damn, where you? She left me at the section all by myself. So I asked her, I'm like, damn, why you going up there? She just hit me with the I was like, dang, but I'm drunk already. So I'm like, I'll let it cool off, whatever. So boom, I'm lit. I'm in the club, I'm doing my thing. Now it's about 1:30, 1:45. I'm like, damn, the club almost finna close. I can't go home solo. So I was like, I gotta make a move. So Shorty was still up at the DJ booth, trying to act like she didn't want to talk to a nigga.
What? Who was acting?
Then,
tell her when.
So when I get up there, I'm like, damn, why you didn't come talk to me? She's like, no, because you was dancing with all these other girls. I was like, damn, I didn't even know you ain't saying to me all night. So then I'm like, bruh, I'm drunk, so I'm like, I can't let this go. I say, bruh, come on, we finna leave. She's like, no, you go with the other girls. I was like, dog, if you don't come with me right now, I'm finna make a big scene and then you're gonna have to leave me. So then she didn't believe it. She didn't know the nigga, obviously. So I was like, all right, cool. And she didn't know that I knew some of the promoters she worked with and the security. So I'm walking up to the DJ, but she think I'm gonna get stopped. I dive up security, I dive up the promoter. She looking shocked like, he's plugged in.
Damn. He knows
so
everybody.
Then I get right to the DJ booth. I say, yo, you coming with me or what? And now she's looking around. Okay, calm down, don't say all that. So then, yeah, she walked me outside. We get to chopping it up outside. I invited her to lunch the next day. We end up hitting Waffle House, you know, OG, gotta keep it OG. Then, so now I'm at Waffle House, right? First impression, ready to see the shorty again outside the club. You know the club really can't talk and do stuff like that. So I'm, you know, 10, 15 minutes early, you know, the man I am. So as I'm sitting there waiting on shorty to pull up, just chilling, thinking about, you know, what's going on, what I'm gonna say to her and stuff like that. I got a clear view of the parking lot. When I say there was this white Altima that hit the corner.
I got time for what kind of car I got.
Nah, because it plays into it. Because, you know, some people have the Honda Civics and the Nissan, you know what I'm saying, and the Prius. She had the Nissan Altima bending corners. I'm like, oh, is that? So she get in. She tried to swerve into the parking spot. Missed the parking spot. Got a reverse. Come back in. It wasn't good enough second time. Reverse. Come back in 3 times. So I'm inside looking like, oh, this can't be shawty. Lombo come out with the spaghetti strap, tube top, looking all nice and right. I said, dang, I'm in for it. And from that day on, I knew that every time I got behind the wheel, I had to thank my lucky stars, cause.
Do you? Because,
okay, we'll leave that for another time.
We're not gonna hear that. Thank you. Okay, so now my side of the story with actual detail and what really happened.
Oh my God, it's the ladies' version for real, for real.
So as I told you guys before, I do work at International. I'm one of the promoters. At the time, I didn't work at the club. Oh, I'm not too sure if I was actually working there or not, but before I started working there, I was going with my friend Anastasia. And that's who knew the girl that he used to talk to. She was friends with her. I had no idea. So basically, the first time we see each other at the club, that's facts. I even told my friend Anastasia, I was like, I saw this guy, tall, fine, handsome, tattoos. I was like, but we were walking through the crowd, so I couldn't, you know, and I made eye contact, but that was about it. You know, you gotta give him a little, like, I see. Anyways, so that week passes. What actually happened is I think the Floyd fight was either a Friday or a Saturday, and we watched the fight or whatever. I was with friends. I posted a picture, and of course he liked it. So I went and I was like looking. Obviously, I was looking through my likes, and I clicked on his picture. I was like, oh, what is this? And I clicked on the picture, and I liked 2 of his. I clicked on his profile and I liked 2 of his pictures that were.
Hey, don't tell me. We can't hear you.
You're cute. Anyways, so as soon as I like his pictures, 2 minutes later, I get a DM.
Oh yeah.
Him, quick. And I looked through it, and he had been DMing me since 2000. What was it?
15.
He had already invited me to parties. He had invited me out, like everything in my DMs. I had never seen it. I promise to God.
Quick nugget: persistence is key.
I had never seen it. I swear I had never seen it. So finally I looked and I was like, oh, this is the same guy. I just liked his picture. So he asked me, you know, who I was going for, and I told him. He said, all right, good answer. What are you doing tonight? And, you know, I told him I was going to go out with my girl, because Anastasia was promoting at the club at the time. So I was going to go out with her regardless. And that's when he said, all right, me and my boy are going to be out. We should link up for drinks. And so we're going to be at the same club. So I was like, all right. And then, did I tell you to hit me, or did you tell me to hit you?
No, you told me to hit you.
Okay, so I told him to hit. No, you told me to hit you, and I didn't. I didn't. Okay.
Facts.
So he told me, okay, here's my number. Hit me when
that was crazy.
Hit me when you get to the club, and we could link up or whatever. And I was like, okay. I'm gonna see him there anyways. There's no point for me to text him, tell him, what am I gonna say? I'm here. Like, as soon as we walked in, he walked in right after. So there wasn't really much to text. So we walk in, and it's me, Stassi, and her friend, the girl that he was talking to. And we go in and we sit down at the table, and in comes Lorenzi right here, in a bright pink shirt, all the attention with his boys. What's up? Hey, he knows everybody. I'm like, where has this guy been? Because I've never seen him before. So how does everybody know him? But I have no idea who he is. Like, so, anyways, we're at the table. He walks in. Of course, he says hi to the girl he used to talk to, and she gave him like a little whatever. So I knew from the get that there was something. I knew something else besides friends was just there. You're not gonna tell me it's not. So I was like, bet. So then he proceeded and walked all around the table, didn't say a word to me, nothing. Well, I was at the table for a cool 15 minutes. You wanna know what he said?
Hey, in my defense, I was trying to play it cool.
I let you tell your story. And I said, a cup. reach over, I give him a cup. He's like, turned around, poured whatever in it, and started drinking. I was like, so you didn't just get a reply for the DMs that you've been sending me? You didn't just get the...
Oh, well, let's go back. Because
Okay.
you did say that I said for you to hit me. And you
But I
just
had
told
already
everybody that
seen
you got to the club
I
before
let you tell
me.
your story. I told you that yes, he walked in right after us. So what's the point of me texting him?
That
We were
you
right
got
in front
there.
of me. What? You see me?
No.
Okay, you're blind. Anyways, so then we went to so me and Sasha were like, okay, no, we're not staying here. The girl that he used to talk to was like, I don't want to be here. She left. And then me and Sasha went up to the DJ booth. We had no business at the table anymore. We weren't there for anybody else. We went up to the DJ booth and all night, for what? You asked me for a cup and dipped. Anyways, so then all night I'm watching, I'm looking around. He's the tallest person in the club. He's not hard to miss, wearing a bright pink shirt. I was watching him. Of course, he was dancing around with all the little hoochies and, getting it on the dance floor, geeky, blah, blah. So I said, I don't want that, period. Stayed up at the DJ booth like this. He would try and make, he would try and make eye contact with me throughout the night, and I'd be like, trying to look away and stuff, because I was mad, of course. And then, finally, towards the end of the night, night's about to be over, just finished dancing with some other girl, okay? He turns around and looks right at me, and I'm like, and he's like, and I'm like, no.
Hey, I was drunk.
And he was like, I was like, no. He was like, mind you, this is all lip reading from across the club, okay? And I'm like, good luck. I literally sounded like, good luck getting up here. Because I'm thinking, security's not gonna let him up at the DJ booth. So he said, babe, that's all I remember. He started walking over and I'm like, real close to the stairs. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I look over and he's like, hey, what's up, security? I was like, oh no. So I ran from the end of the the DJ booth all the way to the stairs, the entrance, so he wouldn't go up there and try and make a scene. So I went down to the table and I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, talk to me all night. I was like, yeah, you busy. You definitely busy. And he was like, nah, I'm here for you. I was like, oh, I can
Why
tell.
you got my voice sounding like that?
I can tell
That's
you here for
crazy.
me, huh?
That's-
She could tell, and she could tell that you here for me too.
You did all that?
Did I not?
You did not do that.
You were
She
drunk.
Could tell, she
You
could
were
tell.
drunk. You were drunk. I didn't do the she could tell, no, but I was saying that right now. Anyways, so then he's like, no, he's like, come on, let me take you out. And I was like, no, I don't. I'm like, good, I'm good. He's like, come on, let me take you out. Come on, He's like, let me take you to breakfast at least. I'm like, no. He's like, at least to make up for it since you upset. I'm like, no, I don't want to go to breakfast. I'm good. Like, I'm going to go home. And he was like, well, you should at least give me your number. And I was like, no. Because I hadn't texted him, so I had his number, but he didn't have mine. So I was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, if you don't let me take you out to breakfast, I'm going to make a scene. And I was like, this guy don't need no damn scene. I took 2 steps to the right, and he said, I said, will you let me? And I was like, all right. Everybody like turned around and they were like, what the fuck? I was like, sorry, stop talking. So then,
Story of our life.
literally. So finally, he's like, I was like, I can't hear you. The music was still playing. I was like, it's too crowded. They were trying to tell people to get out already. Like, I was like, I can't hear you. He's like, meet me outside then. I was like, okay. So as I'm literally walking, speeding through the crowd, trying to get.
All guys know that okay she just gave me was that like, nah, I'm not gonna see you outside, okay. So listen to this part. Go ahead.
So I'm like cutting through the crowd that's trying to get out, like running. I see my friend and I'm like, let's leave. As soon as I get out the club, he said, excuse me,
Locked.
where you going?
Locked.
I was like, oh, I forgot how big he was.
Yeah.
He doesn't need help getting through the crowd. I do. So finally, we walk outside and we met up with Stassy's friend again. She was out there. And his friend, that's my friend, his friend our friend, he literally looked over and said, "Uh-oh." And I said, "Oh, man, I knew it. I knew I was not wrong." My feet, ooh, they were tingling. I knew it. And I said, "Oh, what?"
That is crazy.
And he said, "I didn't say anything." I was like, "Your friend just sold you out. I just figured it all out." So then finally she left and he was still all over me trying to say this and that, you know, let's go here, let's go there. Finally he's like, "Let me take you to breakfast, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Okay, fine. We'll go to breakfast." He's like, "Do you want to go to Sunny's or do you want to go to Waffle House?" So of course I picked Waffle House. And then
Please clarify the driver, because I don't want people to think I was tripping.
Finally that night I texted him. I gave him my number. He saved my number in his phone and texted me right away, like 20 minutes later. "Are you home? Are you good?" Kept calling me.
Just to check.
Yeah, just to check on me. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, okay. Alright. He's real persistent. He really, you know, he was showing the effort. So I was like, okay. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So then finally, I texted him, "I'm good. I'm staying at my friend's house. This is not." Stop looking at me like that. And then the next morning, I'm running late. As always, it was supposed to be breakfast. It wasn't until 12 p.m. So I'm already. I was at my friend's house. I still had to go home, shower, change, and oh my god, I'm so sorry. I messed up. The reason he convinced me to go out to breakfast with him was because he looked at me and he was like, "And if you go to breakfast, I want you to go without all of this." And I was like, "Oh, you think I'm ugly without makeup? Let's prove him wrong." That's why I was like,
I love a girl with no makeup.
Yeah,
you can look bad with no.
Nice. So that's how he convinced me to go, and then finally I'm running late, you know, I'm trying to be as fast as I can, and I was, like I said, we were up late the night before. I was tired, my eyes were so red, and I had just tried to like wash my lashes with soap that got my eyes were super red. And I had to stop at Circle K to get eye drops, so that's why I whipped into the parking lot, because I had to come out of Circle K and make a U-turn to get into Waffle House. So yes, I was definitely whipping it. And when I saw the, if it's one thing my baby knows about me is I do not like to walk. I hate parking far. I will do my best to find the closest spot possible, no matter how long it takes. So the closest parking spot was right next to the door, but the way the parking spots are set up, it's like if one car's right here and one car's right here, like if this car's too far out, this car won't be able to get out, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know if I could fit, but I still did it anyway.
3 times.
Yes, so when I tried to go in once, it didn't, and then I tried to go in again, so I had to reverse, go this way, and then back in. So that's why that would happen, okay? Not because I'm a bad driver, because I'm a great driver. And so then after we get to Waffle House, of course, when I come in, he's like, "Oh, great driving."
You had to give her some shit. Yeah,
had to. And I was like, "Okay, we just gonna find out. So then we finally get there, we're seated or whatever, and the waitress comes up and she's like, "Oh," we were like laughing about something, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are, he's paying," or something like that. She said something about like a couple thing.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh no, we just met." And he was like, "Yeah, we just met at Circle K." And she was like, "Oh really?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, I hit her car, so I told her I'd buy her breakfast from scratch." And she was like, "Well, all right then." So from the get, we were already like, you know, we were already jumping off each other's jokes and being funny and this and that. Yeah, right. So it was like, we still to this day call it like the interview, because like we were just sitting there like bouncing off each other, asking questions, you know, like making sure everything was good. He's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Oh, what do you expect?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had to get right on the same page. So, you know, I'm over here at the same time still trying to see like if this guy's the real deal. And I'm like, because I've never seen him before. Everybody knows him. I don't. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like it. So then finally we're done with our breakfast. Everything was good. You know, we had fun. Walk outside.
This is where it gets interesting.
And this is where he starts to lie. Because it's not true. Yes. We walk outside, and we're by my car. And he's like, he's leaning up against my car. And then I'm like, you know, in front of him. and we're talking or whatever, and he keeps trying to kiss me, and I'm like, is that
Okay.
is that not true?
No.
You did not keep trying to kiss me?
I'm tall, right?
Very
So when
tall.
you talk to somebody, you gotta make sure you're not looking over them. So I'm looking down at Shorty, she's right in front of me. I'm chopping it up. We just, make a little small talk, little flirtatious vibes. And then when I think I said something real slick, real smooth, she looked up with the little dreamy eyes, like, I said, oh.
You were saying I kissed you first.
No. I'm saying you gave me the look.
Oh, I gave you the
that
okay.
invited me to kiss you first.
So after twice of telling you I wasn't gonna kiss you, I
Yep.
gave you the look.
Yes, because of what the Mac Daddy put the Mac down. It's that simple. As soon as I said my 1-2s, she looked up, gave me the okay, and I finished the rest. I'm gonna let this get by without giving her a kiss on the. Come on.
I am so
Come on. You know that.
flabbergasted.
Hey, at the end of the day, if y'all think anything else happened, or you think your boy Captain, or you want to be on Team Steph or Team T,
Let us know.
put it in the comments.
Facts.
Cause
Who do
your
you
boy
believe?
only went off the action.
Because
I
this is what happened.
I ain't no forceful dude.
This is what happened. So no,
Crazy.
I was in front of you first.
Hey,
and
fellas,
then, let me talk.
feel the boy.
I was in front of you first, and then he was like holding on to me or whatever, he was getting real close to the butt, and I was like, okay, hold on. I just met you. What you doing? And so that's when he said, yeah. And then I was like, bro, what's up? So then I turned around so he flipped me around and I was against the car. So my butt was like on the car. So I was like, all right, I'm straight. And then he kept trying. So I was like, okay. So I do remember looking up at him. But I didn't know that was a green light.
Persistence is key. I tried twice. She looked up the third time and invited me in. More of the story. Fellas, if you got a bad shorty you want to entertain or go after, do not let the 1, 2, or 3 no's prefer you. Then you can end up like me.
1, 2, or 3 no's.
With a bad.
I'm dead. My baby. No, literally, I told him because he asked me before, like, what was it? Because I've been hitting you up a little bit, And I was like, oh yeah, it was definitely the persistence because you definitely had that. That's for sure. But yeah, you guys, that's the story on how we actually first met. Even though we had some encounters before, we already knew what it was from the get. We've been inseparable ever since that.
She has separation anxiety.
My dog has Anyways.
But no, next week, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, we're going to be doing a New Year's Eve thing. Steph's going to be taking over the makeup. So all the girls that subscribe, those not subscribe, tune in. She kills it. You see how she looks now. We're definitely going to be posting early that day because it will be New Year's. So we want you guys to use that look that night.
Is that Wednesday going to be New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? New Year's Eve, huh? Tuesday's New Year's Eve, and then that night is New Year's. Okay.
That's why we're gonna post it that morning so that you guys can have it the day of New Year's for all the festivities at the end of the night and stuff like that.
We're gonna be posting early since it is a tutorial. I do know a lot of people are always struggling, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do my makeup, I don't know. And I'll also be giving you guys, tips and tricks not only on just the look that I'm gonna be doing, but if you're gonna be wearing nude, red, black, I'll also give some pointers on what to do with your eyeshadow to not make it be too much, but just right enough. So I'm definitely really excited. This is gonna be my first official makeup tutorial. So I hope you guys see it.
And then we're gonna be we might go on live. So sometime within right now and New Year's. So just if you guys don't follow us already. We're going on live, do a Q&A or something real quick just to keep everybody in tune. But other than that, guys, appreciate you guys watching, tuning in today. Merry Christmas again and a Happy New Year.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Peace.